Hello again. This is the Angry Man from Twtwtw, the best comedy news show on the planet. If you ain't angry, listen to this. By the end of it, if you're not angry, I'll give you your bloody money back. 10 years ago, this was science fiction, wrote The Guardian this week. The rise of weed-killing robots. So, these are the killer robots they have been frightening us with the last 3 years. Is it? Well, bring it on, Petal. I say be angry, but I'm not scared. Monty Don has got 10 of these weed-killing robots as he eats weeds. Silly bugger. Working from home is lazy, and those who want to do so must grow up, said Ryan Mark Parsons. Working from bed is even lazier, Ryan. Why do you want us to work in the office, Ryan? Do you want to physically touch us or something? Me bloody too. Sod off. No, I don't want to grow up, mate. I want to be the Peter Pan of home working, as long as it annoys Nazis like you. It took 10 years to renovate our crumbling country pile, and we're still not finished. This is the Telegraph, once again trying to convince us it's conservative, and its readers are all landed gentry with tweeds and tiaras. It isn't. Its readers are all libertarians with pump-action shotguns, baseball caps and inking, and snorting lines of cocaine. The country pile is crumbling, mate, because it used to be owned by Katie Price, and now it's a bloody cannabis farm. Tell the pigs I'm getting angry on Facebook. Evening Standard, God bless them, said Boris Johnson quit booze for the rest of the year. Why, he's onto something. Boris Johnson is on the wagon. Unfortunately, it's a diesel wagon and he's going to contribute to global warming. Just when the pubs are looking to sell a few pints, Boris has turned round and bought a packet of crisps and a lemonade. Boris. Don't listen to the woke Taliban. Nigel Farage warned Dominic Raab about the terror threat. Unfortunately, Dominic Raab was somewhere else at the time. Our local Hitler, Nigel Farage, thinks the Taliban are woke. So he can't have had his eyes gouged out recently, can he? There are a million bloody reasons not to listen to the Taliban, and being social and liberal or middle class ain't one of them. This is like saying, don't listen to the woke Nigel Farage. Why not listen to him? Because he talks a load of bollocks, that's why. It must be difficult living your life with everything back to front, like thinking you're the hero of Brexit and not the bloody villain. And now something we can all agree with. Drunk people are essential to human civilization, an expert claimed in the Daily Star. Don't tell me, Squire, I'm too pissed to care. The professor went on to say drinking alcohol is crucial to human civilization because it builds trust between strangers, eases stress and aids problem solving. He's obviously never had a fucking drink down Wetherspoons, has he? Hermit gets COVID jab after 20 years in a cave as he finally learns of the pandemic, said the quirky section of the Daily Mirror this week. If you're a bloody hermit, you can't catch COVID, can you, dumb bastards? The only way this chap could have got COVID was from the lady vaccinating him. The biggest problem for this hermit is that you can't get inoculated against the desire to be a hermit, can you? 20 years. You'd think he would have had enough time to make his own bloody vaccine, wouldn't you? Poorer areas in the UK have fewer GPs because a national shortage has hit the least healthy amongst us, said The Independent this week. I can't see the point of a face-to-face appointment with the doctor. The last time I had one, the doctor thought my brightly coloured t-shirt was my body with tattoos on it. I don't have tattoos, I'm not a bleeding libertarian. He then spent most of the rest of the appointment saying people had been writing to him saying that I was mad. Hypocritical Generation Z were slammed by the police this week after leaving Newquay's Bullmaster site in a mess. Devon and Cornwall police were very cross with social liberal young people for creating a mess soon after the police had gone off to Plymouth to arm the local nutter with a pump-action shotgun. That's another fine mess you got us into, isn't it, PC Plod? Just because someone's a Nazi doesn't mean they aren't going to kill 5 people, does it? That's what they wanted at Bullmasters, wasn't it? A few nice young men with shotguns to thin out all the social liberal people. Where is global Britain on the streets of Kabul? Asked Theresa May, condemning the UK's failure to form an alternative alliance after the US withdrawal. Now, let's have a think about this. What allies have we actually got? Julian Lloyd-Webber is apparently going to open his Cinderella musical in the Empire Theatre in Kabul, and Sir James Dyson is going to open a Dyson factory there. The only country that will support us is the Isle of Bloody Wight. We've upset all the others, haven't we? Our Britain's pensioners are being left behind by other countries, wrote the unusually honest Telegraph this week. Britain's pensioners get a smaller pension than the rest of the EU. The poor diet has left the pensioners unable to distinguish between good and evil, which is why they keep voting Conservative and wanting to leave the EU. Pensioners, however, don't mind being cold and starving. It reminds them of the Second World War, which we won by locking up all the country's fascists in prison before narrowly only besting the Germans on penalties. This week, MPs lined up to blast Boris Johnson as he branded the UK's Afghanistan mission a success. What, like Britain's other successes, Brexit, COVID and Weatherspoons? Also this week, a mum was left fuming after being charged 31 nicker for 2 bags of pick and mix fudge at a seaside festival. You're buying the special fudge, aren't you, lady? The one laced with bloody cannabis, I presume. More woke bollocks, whined the Express. The 80s smash hit It's Raining Men has had its lyrics changed to an inclusive Raining Them. The Express also complained that the song didn't include the line, "It's raining loads of free cash for the National Front." Camilla, the Duchess of Cornwall, told Monty Don the rodent invasion shows you can never win. Camilla went on to say that she usually beats the local Cornish off with a stick or offers them a pasty to fuck off. This week, Nando's shut its restaurants as a lorry shortage hit its chicken supply. Are Nando's trying to tell us that their chicken is roadkill or something? I didn't know Nando's sold chicken, which is alright because they don't anymore. Pubs could be the next to run out of chicken after the Nando's crisis. That's also strange because I didn't know pubs served chicken. I thought they served people. This week we learned that NHS bosses have a mass casualty plan in place amid fears crumbling hospitals made out of lightweight concrete could collapse. The chances of the NHS having a mass casualty plan in place is not likely. Now we know that it took them an whole year to get enough masks and gloves together to stop half of their doctors and nurses from dying. BBC's Casualty also needs a mass casualty plan to replace all the crap scripts they're writing. The papers said that parents were horrified when a calf used drawings of smiling Peppa Pig to sell bacon sandwiches. So next time you serve your nippers a bacon butty, don't dress up in a Peppa Pig costume, you horrible bastards. This week, Princess Beatrice called dyslexia a gift that her children would be lucky to have. However, the royal family are not noted for the generosity of their gifts, are they? TV presenter Michaela Strachan revealed her dog suffered suspected crystal meth poisoning. Well, don't leave your bloody crystal meth lying around, Michaela. Think of the puppies. The UK's Rude Place Names Tour wrote the Evening Standard this week after a man on a moped did the hilarious trip for charity. The charity is the Lonely Men on Mopeds with Nothing Better to Do charity. Meanwhile, in Wales, Wrexham has just got its own Hollywood sign on an old slag heap. Slag, that's not a nice way to speak about Wrexham's aspiring actresses, is it? This week, a pub served up a £14 pie in a Guinness glass, as people branded it the worst thing ever. It wasn't Wetherspoons, it sounds too bloody healthy for them. If it's Rick Stein, the glass will cost you 14 quid and you'll be expected to bring your own bloody pie. This is the Angry Man on Twtwtw, the angriest comedy news programme in the world.